Good morning, DXN people of the world. I have a great pleasure today in introducing an incredible man, incredible personality. He has been promoting the nutrition, health and prevention along with practice for many years. He himself is an embodiment of health that he is going to share during our session. He is none other than Dr. Eapen Koshy, multi-faceted personality. As all of you know, India popularly, who has contributed beyond modern medicine. The book Beyond Modern Medicine, book Beyond Modern Medicine. He is the author of book Beyond Modern Medicine, and they have also translated it. He is originally born and brought up in the state of Kerala in India. He did his medicine and post-graduation in CMC. Then he was in England for more than 10 years. He is a gold medalist in immunology in CMC. That is a big feather on his cap, because today we are talking about Immunity. I am presenting you a personality who is a gold medalist in immunology from Christian Medical College, Vellore in 1982 for his thesis on monoclonal antibodies. He is the recipient of Ruth Mayer's Prize in Immunology as long back as 1982. He has published numerous papers in both British and American medical journals of plastic surgery. He is a marathon runner. He runs daily. Last month he ran Lagos marathon in Lagos in Nigeria. He has been practicing for several years in different hospitals all over the globe. Before he came to Nigeria to take up the coveted position heading the hospital, he worked 6 years in India, Chennai, in Miyot Hospital. One of the governors of Nigerian state, who has come for the treatment here, that is how he has been picked up to Nigeria. Now he is in Lagos Vedic Hospital, heading the Department of Plastic Surgery as well as hospital administration. He has a different qualifications, as all of you know. He has done his basic MBBS and MS from Vellore Medical College. Afterwards, he has qualified specialty in FRCS from London. He is also DNB and MS, DNB, FRCS and MBA in hospital admin. Most important thing is he is a vegan and a yogi. He has been practicing yoga for several years and an ardent bridge player. He advocates the importance of living with nature. More than being a popular plastic surgeon, he shares his discipline in food and a simple living and high thinking. That is a typical personality of a doctor. I had a love at first sight. Perhaps years back, if I am right, while he visited my residence 4 to 5 years back. Exactly, I don't remember which year he came. He was using DXN product. He wanted to see me. As a matter of fact, he ran on that day almost 20 kilometer marathon running from his place to my house to talk to me one day early morning, 7 a.m. That is how his interest was kindled in DXN network. The rest is a history. Today he is an executive gold diamond, going crown diamond this month. I don't think I have anybody else to compare him. Highly qualified doctor turned into networking and completing his gold diamond before the new market opened. Nigeria was on in the month of November. Dr. Eapen Koshy, by the time DXL launched in Nigeria, was already executive gold diamond. His crown diamond position, I am sure, will be completed this month. I congratulate in advance not only for crown diamond, I congratulate him to be a crown ambassador of this. He is a true ambassador of health, promoting health around the globe day and night. Very humble man, very simple, no ego, which we see in many highly qualified people generally. He is down to earth. As I told you, that is the reason why I have been loving him so much. And I know that he is an asset not only to DXN, most importantly, some promotion of RV. I am sure that very strong, committed, loyal, disciplined, ethical, moral RV Philip. I am very proud of him, and I pray God to give him very, very long life. Coincidentally, today is his birthday. I request all of you to pray for Dr. Eapen Koshy for a very long life. 150 years, 200 years, maybe. By the time another 20 years goes, there may be new invention for the longevity. He in himself is a big researcher on longevity, expectancy of life, and at 50s he can run marathon. Imagine, we can rarely find such a personality. And all of us together, before we start the day, pray for his health, wealth, happiness, freedom. Welcome, Dr. E. Once again, good morning to everybody. सबको DXN गुड मॉर्निंग. आज हम हेल्थ के बारे में, प्रिवेंशन न्यूट्रिशन के बारे में चर्चा करेंगे. हमारे प्यारे लीडर, हमारे दिग्गज DXN में, DXN का एक बहुत बड़ा दिमाग, डॉक्टर ईपन कोशी। ये सुपर स्पेशलिटी करने के बाद ही ये हेल्थ एंड न्यूट्रिशन प्रिवेशन के ऊपर बहुत पढ़ा है, बहुत रिसर्च किया है। आप सभी को मालूम है उसका किताब बियॉन्ड मॉडर्न मेडिसिन, आधुनिक औषधि शास्त्र के आगे। ये सभी एग्जाम्पल है क्या कौन सा क्या इंटरेस्ट इसने लिया है डीएक्सएन के ग्रोथ में, प्रमोटिंग द वेलनेस इन दुनिया में। तो मैंने डॉक्टर ईपन कोशी को प्रश्न पूछूंगा, वो इंग्लिश में आंसर देंगे, बाद में इसका ट्रांसलेशन शॉर्ट ट्रांसलेशन मैं हिंदी में करूँगा। गुड मॉर्निंग डॉक्टर अगेन। As we have already,
good morning.
As we have already determined to have a question and answer session, and a set of questions already I have prepared for today's session. The first one is, as you know that today whole world is threatened by one invisible virus. World had health challenges for many centuries, and many diseases around the globe have found treatment and solution also, but there are many where there is no solution. Under these circumstances, I would like to ask you, when and how you are attracted to DXN as an allopathy doctor?
Good morning, Professor. Good morning to all your viewers. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I've just listened to your question. Before that, you said there are diseases for which there are no answers. Actually, our body has an answer for every condition on the planet. Our body is the supreme doctor. We are wonderfully and fearfully made by our Creator. If you keep our body happy, then a condition called incurability or even a disease state cannot occur. I will keep my answers brief and to the point. Okay. You've asked me when and how I came attracted to DXN. When I was a consultant in Miyot Hospital, now barely 5.5 years ago, I had a patient from Coimbatore. I have his permission, so I will tell you his name. He was Mr. Govindaraj from Coimbatore, who came for a facial reconstruction, for a maxillary reconstruction following a trauma. After he finished the surgery and when he was going home, he said, "Doctor, can I introduce to you a company which deals with spirulina and ganoderma?" So I told him, "Govindaraj, you go home. I have no idea what you're talking about, and I do not have the mind space or time space to share with you now what you have to tell me." He said, "No problem, sir." But after 2 days, I got a DHL packet from Coimbatore. It was just one 360 capsule box of spirulina capsules and a box called RG and one box called GL from Raju. No words, nothing. I immediately, a present is a present in a well-meaning way. I opened it and I started taking. In the evening, I looked up Google and then I was introduced to this company. I read about Dr. Lim. I read about his work, his genius work, but still I kept on taking. Now, at that time, I was running almost every day and a 10-kilometer competitive run in my club in Besant Nagar on Tuesday and Saturday mornings. Within a month, I found lots of changes. I found an upgrading of wellness altogether. In particular, my running timings, my GI health, my skin health, my small allergies started disappearing. and I had a real clarity in thinking and an absolute boost of energy. After 3 months, when these capsules were finishing, I went and did a complete blood check. I found to my surprise, my even though I did not have hypercholesterolemia, my cholesterols had halved. My hemoglobin was my highest, and I'm 5 years ago. I'm still in my 50s, mind you. But it took me 2 hours to just go and backlash the last 3 months. Suddenly, it struck me. It is these capsules I am taking. That is what has changed. That day, immediately, I rang up Mr. Govindaraj and said, I want to know more about this. He said, my dear doctor, I am a businessman here, but this week I will bring my upline, a stockist called Mr. Benjamin. We will come and talk. Within 3 days, Govindaraj and Benjamin was in my outpatient clinic in Miyot. We spent half an hour, and then, then I knew it was a new beginning for me. It was a new world for me. And I have now found out that these are far, far beyond what modern medicine has to offer. And that is how we have a book in front of you as a result. This is how I have been entering into the world of naturopathy, the world of a humble man and a genius man like Dr. Lim, of yourself, your family, and I am so happy. Today, if Mr. Govindaraj says he was happy to meet me, I say not at all, not anywhere near how happy that I was to have him come into my life.
Thank you very much, Dr. Eapen Koshy. It is a amazing story. आपका जो एंट्री टू डीएक्सन तो एक्साइटिंग. डॉक्टर ईपन कोशी ने बताया उसको, ये उसका पेशेंट, एक पेशेंट आ गए थे, बिजनेसमैन फ्रॉम कोयम्बतूर, फेशियल सर्जरी के लिए, क्रेनियोफेशियल सर्जरी के लिए मियाट हॉस्पिटल में. वो पेशेंट ने सर्जरी के बाद में जब कंसल्टेशन को आया, उसने बताया, अरे हम प्रोडक्ट वांटेड टू गिव हिम. इसने बताया वो प्रोडक्ट को जस्ट दिया, RGGL एंड स्पिरुलिना दोनों 360 बॉक्स को छोड़ कर गया. डॉक्टर ईपन कोशी ने, उसने कुछ भी नहीं बताया इसके बारे में. मैं डॉक्टर ने बहुत बिजी थे, डॉक्टर बहुत बिजी. डॉक्टर बताया हाँ मेरे साथ अभी वक्त नहीं है इसके डिटेल देने सुनने को, देखेंगे बाद में बताया. वो पेशेंट ने छोड़ कर गया उस दिन. बाद में एक हफ्ते के बाद में डॉक्टर ने ये डीएक्सन का बारे में गूगल में सर्च किया. गूगल में सर्च करे तो उसमें डॉक्टर लिम का एड्रेस, नाम, वो डिटेल्स भी मिला. इसमें कैनाडर्मा क्या है, स्पिरुलिना क्या है, ये जाकर सभी डिटेल को वो स्टडी किया. करने के बाद उसको मालूम हो गया ये नेचुरल चीज़ है, उसको यूज़ कर सकता है. इस तरह वो यूज़ करने को शुरू किया. 3 महीने के बाद वो ऑलरेडी एवरीडे सुबह 20-30 किलोमीटर रनिंग कॉमन है, वो जाता है. इस तरह रनिंग, अर्ली मॉर्निंग रनिंग जाने के बाद में, ये लेने के बाद में 2-3 महीने में उसको डिफरेंस मालूम हो गया उसका हेल्थ में, स्टेमिना में. एंड उसका कोलेस्ट्रॉल नॉट आउट ऑफ द कंट्रोल, ज़्यादा था, वो बहुत कम हो गया कोलेस्ट्रॉल लेवल. एंड उसका हीमोग्लोबिन लेवल आल्सो ट्रेमेंडसली इम्प्रूव हो गया. ये होने के बाद इसने अगेन उसको फ़ोन किया, ये प्रोडक्ट अच्छा है, इसके बारे में जानकारी मुझे चाहिए. उस समय इसने गोविंदराज ने, मिस्टर गोविंदराज ने उसका अपलाइन का स्पॉन्सर मिस्टर बेंजामिन, गिव ए बिग हैंड टू बेंजामिन. ही इज ए ग्रेट मैन अगेन हु हैज ब्रॉट डॉक्टर लिम, डॉक्टर ईपन कोशी टू मी. एंड इसने, बेंजामिन ने आ गया, बेंजामिन ने इसको मियाट हॉस्पिटल तक गया. बाद में इसने मुझे इंट्रोड्यूस किया. डॉक्टर रेस्ट इज द हिस्ट्री. Doctor, the next question to you.
Yes, sir.
why wellness is most required today than ever before.
Professor, we are right now in the midst of a pandemic from a new virus. We do not know how this virus came, but probably a mutation, or I'm getting WhatsApp messages saying probably it was it is a bio war, it was a genetical recombination technology used. It does not matter. It does not matter how the virus has come in, but the virus has come. But why did the virus come today? Okay, the reason why this virus is attacking us is because our overall immunity has been gradually going down, and we have gone beyond the critical stage where these mutated viruses are trying to harm us. Supposing this virus was attacking my skin or my liver or my joints, you and me will not be talking about this today. But in culinary fight, there are points called marma points. Okay, marma points. One is the solar plexus, the other is the testicles, and then you have the carotid body here. All you need is a pointed finger or a dot pen. You hit the marma point, you will immediately fall down. You can even die immediately. This virus is attacking a marma point. It is attacking the alveolar junction where oxygen and carbon dioxide transfer occurs. Okay, the lung immediately, due to the acute inflammation and from the virus attack, the lung starts fibrosing, and within a few days we cannot breathe. There's nothing we can do. Even a respirator with positive pressure, once the exchange stops occurring, there's nothing we can do. Now, I will tell you something. Okay, the animals in the forest, they have not studied any science. They have not studied medicine, but they know the marma points. When you see a lion go for a buffalo, how does the lioness kill the buffalo? He catches the trachea. That is what the virus is doing, stopping the exchange of gas. To give you the right picture. Now, why? I said no. It could be from a biotechnology, but this technology has been there from 1981. And the viruses are mutating all the time. The reason why this has happened because our world immunity has gone below a critical level. So the answer is in boosting our immunity. It is the need of the hour. Therefore, the need of the hour is immunity nutrition. That is a term I have come up with 2 or 3 days ago. Thank you, Professor.
ने बताया आज दुनिया में पैंडेमिक है। आज का दिन में वेलनेस बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि बहुत रोगों को दवा नहीं है, लाइफस्टाइल डिसीज और नया नया वायरस दुनिया में आते ही रहेंगे। अभी हम बाहर से आ गया बाद में ना कोरोना, इस तरह नया नया वायरस म्यूटेशन होकर आते। इसको कंट्रोल करने का एक ही चीज है, वो ह्यूमन बॉडी का सिस्टम को मजबूत करके बॉडी को डिसीज को फाइट करने को छोड़ना। बॉडी मस्ट फाइट द डिसीज। बॉडी फाइट करने के लिए हमारा ताकत, रोग निरोध शक्ति बढ़ना। ये रोग निरोध शक्ति को बढ़ाने के लिए आज दुनिया में सभी जगह में, सभी कंट्रीज में, सभी प्रदेश में बहुत रिसर्चेस चलता है। ये रोग निरोध शक्ति को बढ़ाने का लिए तो लोगों का हेल्थ में सुधरेंगे और हमारा वो जो वाइटल ऑर्गन है, समटाइम्स कुछ डिसीजेस ने उसको अटैक करता है। नाउ हाउ corona is attacking our breathing system. इसीलिए ये सभी को आज दवा नहीं है, दवा एक ही है, हमारा रोग निरोधक शक्ति को बढ़ाना। इसी ये कारण से सभी लोगों ने आज वेलनेस इंडस्ट्री की तरह देखा। डॉक्टर, द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन टू यू इज, डू यू थिंक दैट modern lifestyle is the cause of many incurable diseases?
Thank you very much. Yes. I will just put this in the picture, 150 years ago, the life expectancy in India was around 30 years. Okay. But at that time, the reason why the life expectancy was low than it is today is because people were dying of diseases from infectious causes, dysentery, typhoid fever, and bacterial infections, which we could not control. But with the advent of antibiotics, with the advent of vaccines, these were controlled, and we were living up to 50, 60 years easily. And that is how the life expectancy went up. But then it was not going up after that because our lifestyles changed. As nutrition improved, economic facilities improved, and our lifestyle changed. Okay, we are today making our cities all around business core point. We should make wellness as the core point, and business and life should be around wellness. That is the answer for changing our lifestyle. You understand? If I do not finish work and get into my car, I should find a way to run to my house. There are so many things we can do. Okay, we have to make wellness as the center point of our lives. Okay, that is what we should do. This is not happening, and that is why we are having all lifestyle diseases. The diseases of the heart, the diseases of morbid obesity, they are all lifestyle diseases. And that is why the life expectancy is stagnant now, or maybe even going down, but not going up. So lifestyle disease is the main cause of current the disease pathological problems. Okay. The modern way of thinking has to change. Instead of concrete jungles, we have to make maybe forest cities, and we can do it once wellness comes into our core thinking.
Very good. You are absolutely right, doctor. अभी डॉक्टर जी ने बताया मॉडर्न डेज में डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम आने को। पुराना जमाने में 150 वर्ष के पहले, 200 वर्ष के पहले हम देखें तो एक्सपेक्टेंसी ऑफ लाइफ 25 से 30 बरस, 30-35 बरस एवरेज एक्सपेक्टेंसी ऑफ लाइफ इंडियंस को था। बाद में मॉडर्नाइजेशन, मॉडर्न मेडिसिन, मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजिकल डेवलपमेंट, ये सभी कारण से लोगों को जीने का टाइम, दैट इज एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ लाइफ, एवरेज एक्सपेक्टेंसी ऑफ लाइफ 30 से 40 हो गया, 40 से 50, इस तरह बढ़कर 60। अभी लास्ट सेंसस 2011 का सेंसस में एवरेज एक्सपेक्टेंसी ऑफ लाइफ ऑफ इंडियंस इज अराउंड 68। इस तरह का एक्सपेक्टेंसी ऑफ लाइफ इंप्रूव हो गया है बिकॉज बोथ क्रॉनिक डिसीजेस, प्लेग आपको मालूम है एक समय में होल स्टेट यूज्ड टू बी वाइप्ड आउट, सच ए ह्यूज डेडली डिसीजेस। Similarly, cholera, TB, टाइफाइड, इस तरह का so many diseases को आज इलाज है, एंड पोलियो जैसा रोगों को टोटली रोक दिया है। इस तरह का मॉडर्न साइंस में बहुत कुछ रोगों को आज एंटीडोट है, वो रोक दिया है। एक कारण से लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी बढ़कर बढ़कर हमारे जैसे देश में 60 के ऊपर, एडवांस्ड कंट्रीज अमेरिका, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, कनाडा, जापान, इस तरह का देश में आप देखें तो आज 80 के ऊपर एक्सपेक्टेंसी ऑफ लाइफ गया है। ये सभी होकर उसके ऊपर जाने के लिए आज ये नया नया डिसीज को रोकना और हमारा लाइफस्टाइल को चेंज करना। अभी हमने जो शहर में रहता था, सभी पोल्यूशन, हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम्स एंड लाइफस्टाइल को थोड़ा बदल कर हमारा मॉडर्न वे ऑफ लिविंग से थोड़ा पुराना का लिविंग को बदले तो विलेज को जाना, विलेज में रहना, फॉरेस्ट एरिया को इंक्रीज करना, एनवायरमेंट को प्रोटेक्ट, ये सभी बदले तो पर ऐसा हमारा एक्सपेक्टेंसी ऑफ लाइफ हम 100 बरस नहीं तो 120 बरस भी हम जी सकता। अभी हमको ये सोचने का जो चीज है, कैसे मॉडर्न लाइफस्टाइल को बदलाकर जो रोग को दूर नहीं है को हटा सकता है, वही है हमारा चिंतन आज डॉक्टर जी ने बताया। डॉक्टर, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन टू यू इज, what are the ways and means to boost the immunity in human body?
Thank you very much for that question, Professor. See, now we are at a stage where we need an immediate boost. We need immunity nutrition to boost our immunity in these times. Okay, so I should stress on that. An example I will make is, our car has stalled now. It is broken down. So we need somebody to come and push our car and get it moving, get our immunity to a level so that we go above the critical level and we can deal with an immediate response to this virus. In fact, it is happening to almost 80% of the population. For whom this is not happening, they are succumbing to this problem. Now, I said with the car has stalled and we need to push the car. I will bring you to just think about a car that has stalled. Supposing there are 5 people sitting inside the car and we are going to push the car to get it moving. What will we do? The 5 people will get out, correct? That is why
Yes.
I'm bringing this chart to you now. If you look at this carefully, I am giving this as a chart called immunity nutrition. Okay, the bottom pyramid is the negative nutrition. They are the people in the car and the car is not able to move. First, get the people out. The negative nutrition has to be stalled and the positive nutrition has to come in. Okay, now when you look at it from a naturopathy point of view and from an immunity nutrition point of view, what are the positive nutrition? What are the negative nutrition? I shall go with the positive nutrition to begin with. The overcooked food, a food that has been overcooked has lost all its nutrient value. Okay, it has zero nutrition. All vegetables, all of Earth's produce have positive immunity nutrition. Okay, when we look at Chinese traditional medicine and in Ayurveda, all the others used to be called as tonics. There were around 50 to 60 tonics available. All these come into it, including reishi mushroom. It was only in the last few decades, possibly in the last 1,000 years or so, that the reishi mushroom started going up to the top of the pyramid. I will tell you now. Tonics are all alkaline foods with antioxidants, with a high amount of antioxidants and fresh vitamins. Okay, there'll be a sudden surge of vitamin C and all the vitamins that we need from these tonics. Let me just stress on what we have available all over the world and particularly to India now. Lemon, ginger, garlic, turmeric. Okay, maybe ginseng and aloe vera too, I think. But if you have lemon, ginger, garlic and turmeric and you take them as a combination in as fresh as possible, okay, the immunity boost that you get is immediate. Now, it is very difficult for the modern man to understand this. To understand this, we have to put our ego aside. We should not think we know everything. Supposing in your house somebody has low glucose and they are sweating and they are unconscious, the whole world knows you give 2 spoons of sugar, immediately the sugar comes up and she will wake up. Okay, but today in the same forum, I'm telling you, you give lemon, ginger, garlic, and turmeric. The white blood cells within a few seconds they start doing the work more eager. Okay, now going up, there are studies that, in fact, there are so many studies actually done, even more than in modern medicine chemicals, on these, and including the reishi mushroom. But there is no awareness. Nobody reads naturopathy journals. Nobody wants to bring it into an awareness to the population. I am perplexed, especially in the Western world. Nobody really wants to do. They want to go back to the other approach. Not to improve the immunity. Let us do what we can to treat the disease. The body will treat the disease. The body, we know nothing, Professor. We know nothing about medicine. The body is so wonderfully created. It can do anything. Let me just stress 2 points on the immunity. Okay, our immunity is given by white blood cells. Okay, the white blood cells are always looking to defend ourselves, especially in the lung. As soon as they enter the lung, they swell up. They become alveolar macrophages. They are activated all the time when they are traversing through the lung. Okay, it is like a train going through a main station. Okay, that is where, say, I'm going to a train, and when a main station comes, there is a bigger stop point. All food comes in. That is exactly what happens to the white blood cells when they enter the lung, because it's a marma point, as I was telling you. Now, as they swell up, there are many mechanisms. They do not allow the virus in. In case the virus comes in, there is a second line of defense, which happens in a few minutes. Okay, in a few minutes, the body has the capacity to create an antibody to neutralize that virus immediately. That is what is happening all the time. It is a battle going on all the time. But if your immunity is down due to, from a nutrition point of view, all these negative nutrition and these negative points, we succumb to the virus because the body is incapable of dealing with the virus. Okay, now, I said I was talking about the tonics. Okay, about tonic is intermittent fasting. I shall say 2 lines about how intermittent fasting increases the immunity. Professor, I had mentioned this to a group 3-4 days ago, and I said I will not talk about intermittent fasting now. Oh, I had numerous calls. Okay, I made the mistake of saying I will not talk. So how does this go? How does this go? So I have to speak something, okay, about intermittent fasting. See, we all have to fast once a week. Okay, at least once in 10 days, from sunrise to 5 p.m. Have lots of water, or you can have a water fasting also alongside, but we have to fast. What happens when we fast? Okay, I will tell in a very concise way. We are all leading insulin driven lives because we are always eating 3 times a day. Always our sugar glucose is up, everything is up, and the body is trying to normalize it by bringing it down. Okay, the main organ that brings down the glucose, I will just press on glucose now, is insulin from pancreas. Now the pancreas gets tired, and the pancreas does not have enough nutrition. You go into a condition called diabetes. Okay, at this point I will remind you, before I go on to the fasting, see, I will remind you one point. Okay, 10 years after the first sugar factory came in Agra, commissioned by the British in 1890, 10 years after that, the first case of diabetes started appearing. Okay, and today we are the diabetes capital of the world. Do you need any more correlation? Okay, it is the refined sugar and the always in the insulin mode makes us into a diabetic. This, along with the lack of core nutrition, gets you into a diabetic state. It is very simple. Okay, you give nutrition and the diabetes is reversed. But modern medicine does not follow that. It wants to give extraneous insulin, which makes the pancreas organ to keep on sleeping. Extraneous insulin. Okay, today I'm bold enough to say, can you show me one patient who on insulin who has come out of diabetes? I'm willing to give a check right now. It does not exist in modern medicine. But if you know nutrition, it can happen. It is happening. So what happens in intermittent fasting? Once you've fasted for about 3 hours, your sugar levels have come down, and for after a long time of keeping the insulin high, the pancreas suddenly realizes, oh, I can take a rest now. We are going away from that insulin leading life. Okay, now what happens is, when you fast, around, if you start fasting at 6 a.m., around 10 a.m., you get a sudden feeling, I want to eat something. What am I doing today? That is the point when the ulta is happening. I will tell you what is the ulta. The switchover is happening. Okay, from an insulin-driven body, we are going into a glucagon-driven body. Okay, the glucagon is the main hormone actually of the pancreas, which brings up the glucose from our body cells, from our fat cells called lipolysis, from our liver store called glycogenolysis. It even produces new glucose. It's the body is bathed in its own sugar at that moment. You understand? Okay. Its own sugar. Okay. Which is better for you, mother's milk or cow's milk? Which is better for us, body sugar or extraneous sugar? Just think about it. Okay. This is exactly what happens when you do a marathon run or a 10-kilometer run. You reach a point after the first or second kilometer, which is called, you hit the wall. Everybody hits the wall. Exactly what happens 2 hours after fasting. The body is switching the mode. When you go into a glucagon mode, it's a totally different world. Okay. This switchover mode also brings in all other hormones into play, the growth hormone, all the hormones into play, and these result immediately in our immunity status going up. Okay, I will bring you, I don't want to bring religion into this, but since I am a Christian, I shall use Christian as a religion, a Christianity example. When was Jesus during his life on earth? When was he the strongest? I will tell you, after 40 days of fasting, when the devil came to tempt him, he was at his strongest. He was in an anger mode. After 40 days of fasting, he was at his strongest. You are at your strongest after a fasting day. The next day, you will feel so peaceful when you're fasting. Everybody knows this, but still, I'm just telling, intermittent fasting is a must in your life. I think I've tried to explain. Now, due to the wellness revolution and due to, in fact, a humble and a genius man like Dr. Lim, we have high quality spirulina. We have high quality reishi mushroom. Okay, I cannot go into details on these on the stock, and we don't have the time. However, I said when you give immunity nutrition, okay, our immune cells start picking up. But when you have a top of the pyramid reishi mushroom, it appears as if the reishi mushroom is giving coaching to the white blood cells. See, if I am a good basketball player and a coach comes and coaches me, my play improves. That also happens when you give reishi mushroom. I can talk about it. In fact, I'm writing all this in my next book, Professor, in a very simple detail. Now, yes, at this current time, we have to resort to the positive nutrition and download the car. We have to stop the negative nutrition. Okay, if the reishi mushroom is on top, the refined sugar is on the bottom. Just stop it. Okay, I will not go into detail, but animal milk is a very retardant. Okay, all antibiotics, all chemical drugs, stop. Only if you want to use it. Okay, otherwise, if you use it at all, use these to counter. Okay, meat, fish, poultry, they're all negative immunity. Get your strength from Earth's produce. Yeah. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Doctor. Fantastic, it is fantastic. What you have coined, immunity nutrition. डॉक्टर ने बताया आज हमको जो चाहिए मॉडर्न लाइफस्टाइल में मॉडर्न डिसीजेस को कंट्रोल करने के लिए डायबिटीज, हार्ट अटैक, कोलेस्ट्रॉल, ये सभी स्ट्रोक, ये सभी लाइफस्टाइल डिसीजेस उसको कम करने के लिए, और दूसरा नया रोग आने को जो आता है आज जो देखते हैं हम, इस तरह का रोगों को रोकने के लिए हमने आज हमको चाहिए इम्यूनिटी न्यूट्रिशन। इम्यूनिटी को बढ़ाने का चीज चाहिए। ये इम्यूनिटी का बढ़ाने का चीज में बहुत कुछ है दुनिया में। इसने बताया हमने जो डेली हम लेते हैं, हमारा रसोई घर में बनाता है, वो अदरक एंड लेमन, हल्दी, ये सभी इम्यूनिटी का बढ़ाने का जो सिंपल चीज है, ये सभी बहुत कुछ हमारा आहार में, इंडियन स्पाइसेस में हम जो फूड के साथ ऐड करता है, ये सभी हमारा न्यूट्रिशन को बढ़ाता है। न्यूट्रिशन बढ़े तो इम्यूनिटी बढ़ेंगे। इसीलिए इसके ऊपर जो कुछ है, इसके भी ऊपर हमने जो डेली लेता है, इसमें जो स्मॉल आइटम्स माइक्रो न्यूट्रिशन जो बताता है वो मिलता है, उसको भी सुपर्ब आज दुनिया में रिसर्च होकर हमारे हाथ में है। 20, 30, 40 बरस से बहुत रिसर्च हो गया है गैनाडर्मा का बारे में, इसी और गैनाडर्मा लूसिडम के बारे में, स्पिरुलिना का बारे में, मोरिंजी का बारे में, इस तरह का बहुत लाइन्स में और कार्ड से कुछ भी जो प्रोडक्ट डीएक्सएन में डॉक्टर लिम्सियोजिन ने रिसर्च करके हमको दिया है, ये सभी सुपर न्यूट्रिशन है, सुपर फूड है। हम इसको लिए तो हमने नेगेटिव न्यूट्रिशन से पॉजिटिव न्यूट्रिशन के तरह जा सकते। एक ही चीज है, हमारा बॉडी का अल्कलाइन लेवल को इंप्रूव करना। जो बॉडी हमारे शरीर में अल्कलाइन बढ़े तो और एसिड कम हो गए तो हमारा हेल्थ बढ़ेंगे। अल्कलाइन फूड, इसके बारे में चर्चा करें तो जो डीएक्सएन में है प्रोडक्ट लाइक स्पिरुलिना, वो 100% अल्कलाइन है, 100% अल्कलाइन, नॉट 90%, नॉट 80%। हमको 100% अल्कलाइन नेचुरल अनकुक्ड फूड को हम लेना शुरू करें तो हमारा बॉडी नेगेटिव इम्यूनिटी से पॉजिटिव इम्यूनिटी तक बढ़ सकता है। लैक ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन के कारण से ही हमारा ऑर्गन्स फेल होता है। लैक ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन के कारण से ही हमारे शरीर में रोग निरोधक शक्ति कम होता है। न्यूट्रिशन का कमियां के कारण से ही दुनिया में बहुत कुछ रोगों को रोक नहीं सकता है। रोग आता है, दवा होने तो भी बहुत कुछ रोग को मेंटेन करने का आज का जो मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम्स है, इसमें मैंने एक उदाहरण दूंगा, वो डायबिटीज। इसमें हमारा पैंक्रियास ठीक काम करे तो हमारा सेल्स, पैंक्रियास का सेल्स ठीक काम करे तो इंसुलिन नेचुरली उत्पत्ति होता है, बाहर से लेने का जरूरत नहीं है। वो नेचुरली उत्पत्ति होने के लिए जो चीज हमारा आहार में चाहिए उसको लेना है। बहुत कुछ रोगों को आज हम रिवर्स भी कर सकता है मॉडर्न साइंस में, मॉडर्न डेज में। इसके बारे में बहुत कुछ रिसर्च चलता है एंड बहुत कुछ इसके बारे में सबूत भी मिल गया है। गैनाडर्मा जैसा चीज मनुष्य का हेल्थ को बढ़ाने में हजारों बरस से उसका सबूत है। 5000 बरस के ऊपर उसका सबूत है ट्रेडिशनल चाइनीज मेडिसिन में। इसीलिए हमने इस तरह का चीज को यूज करे तो हमारा शरीर रोगों को रोकने में मजबूत बनेंगे। हमारा शरीर ही रोग के अगेंस्ट लड़ना है, हम लड़ना नहीं। बाहर से बहुत कुछ कम हो सकता है इंटरफेयर करना, अंदर से ताकत को बढ़ाना। इसमें एक चीज मैं बताता हूं, आई एम ए क्रिश्चियन, ये फास्टिंग का एग्जाम्पल मैं देता हूँ। भगवान जीसस ने तो 40 दिन फास्ट जो किया है, उसमें क्या क्या इवन वो इसी तरह का एग्जाम्पल है। फास्टिंग भी कैसे हमारा शरीर का रोग निरोध शक्ति को बढ़ा सकता है, इसमें क्या हमारा ऑर्गन को कैसा मजबूत बन सकता है। लोगों ने इसके बारे में बहुत कुछ अंधविश्वास है, नेचुरल ट्रीटमेंट, नेचुरल मेडिसिन, नेचर क्यूर में, बट आज इसके बारे में बहुत बड़ा रिसर्च सभी जगह में चलता है। लोगों ने इसको एक्सेप्ट करने को शुरू किया है सबूत मिलने के बाद। इसीलिए एक ही चीज मैं बताना चाहता हूं, हमारा स्वास्थ्य को बढ़ाने के लिए, हमारा रोग निरोध शक्ति को बढ़ाना, रोग निरोध शक्ति को बढ़ाए तो बहुत कुछ रोगों को हम रोक सकते हैं। डॉक्टर, next question to you is, why doctors, especially modern medical practitioners, have failed to think beyond modern?
It's a very difficult situation. It's a very difficult situation. It's perplexing. It's perplexing. How to open the closed minds? I will put it in a perspective like this. Actually, in my upcoming book, I have classified all modern medicine doctors into three types. I will not talk about it now. I think the main reason is you have studied 5.5 years, you've studied medicine, and then you've done your post-graduation. You've learned a lot. However, if somebody who is not earth conscious and somebody who is not naturopathically oriented, if you go and tell him what you are doing can be done with one small herb, it is very difficult to accept unless they are humble and they have an open mind. Okay, what is the order of the world? Change is the order of the world. However, this change in thinking is not happening. And it is very, very perplexing. Okay, some are too egoistic to even listen. They will not even, including me. I told my patient, I didn't respect his words. I told Mr. Govindaraj, I don't have the time. Who am I to say that to him? Okay, is he not busy also? He's not even in his hometown. He has come from Coimbatore all the way to Chennai. It was my ego. However, some divinity helped me. Some divinity helped me to see the light. Otherwise, I would also have been today not sitting here in front of you. So the problems are multifold and the struggle continues to get this awareness and to open closed minds. But I am positive. I see a world where this will happen soon. Yes, Professor.
Thank you, Doctor. डॉक्टर साहब ने बताता है ये दिमाग को खोलना है। बहुत लोगों का दिमाग बंद हो गया है क्योंकि वो सोचता है जो सबूत है, वो जो किया है रिसर्च करके, क्लिनिकल ट्रायल करके, कुछ भी हो, वो वही सिस्टम को जो प्रैक्टिस करता है, पर्टिकुलरली मॉडर्न मेडिसिन में, वो दूसरों सिस्टम को, दूसरों चीज को नहीं देखा है, देखने के लिए भी नहीं चाहता है, बिकॉज उसका दिमाग बंद है। इसके बारे में सोचने के लिए थोड़ा डॉक्टर जी ने बताता है अर्थ कॉन्शियस एंड नेचर कॉन्शियस। जो हमारा ये नेचुरल सराउंडिंग्स है, नेचुरली जो चीज को हमको हजारों बरस से मिलता था, इवन बिफोर इवोल्यूशन ऑफ मॉडर्न मेडिसिन, उस समय भी डिसीज था, उस समय भी बहुत कुछ ट्रीटमेंट था। हजारों पर 5,000 बरस का आयुर्वेदा हो सकता है। अभी बताता है केवल 10,000 बरस से डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट में था। बहुत कुछ चीज हमने इसके बारे में प्रिजर्व नहीं किया, रिसर्च नहीं किया, सोच भी नहीं दिया। अभी दुनिया ने सोचने को शुरू किया है, ये प्रकृति में क्या है, ये धरती में बहुत कुछ चीज है, इसमें मानव जाति का हेल्थ को इंप्रूव करने के लिए, स्वास्थ्य को बढ़ाने के लिए कुछ है, कुछ मिलेंगे नेचुरली हमारा स्वास्थ्य को बढ़ाने के लिए, रोगों को रोकने। ये सभी सोच लगभग 40 बरस के और 50-40 बरस से ही इसके बारे में बहुत रिसर्च होता है। अभी बहुत कुछ से मानव जाति का, मनुष्य का स्वास्थ्य को बढ़ा सकता है, रोगों को सकता है। इसके ऊपर सोचने के लिए मैं एक एलोपैथी डॉक्टर हूँ, मैंने FRCS सर्जन हूँ, मेरा काम है सर्जरी करना। मैंने बहुत कुछ किया हूँ मॉडर्न मेडिसिन में। मेरा जैसा लोग क्यों ये दिशा में दिमाग डाला, क्योंकि मैंने कुछ उसका सबूत मुझे मिलने के बाद मेरा ईगो को मैं छोड़ दिया। एक ही कारण है, बहुत कुछ लोगों ने दूसरा नेचुरल सिस्टम को नहीं देखता है, ईगो का कारण से, गर्व, घमंड। वो छोड़े तो लोगों का आंख खोलेंगे, वो सोच सकता है alternative medicine or what is there in the need. Doctor, do you think that the future health of the society depends on prevention?
Without doubt, there is no doubt. At this point, Professor, I have made a graph, and I will talk in a bit detail. Okay, there is no doubt that prevention and keeping your body as healthy as possible, we can go into a hospital-free and disease-free world. I have made my own chart, just like the immunity nutrition chart, and I shall share this with you now. Okay. And I am actually using the reishi mushroom as a background on how this can be achieved. Professor, is my graph on,
yes.
On the...
Yes, it's on.
Yes.
On. Visible.
Thank you very much. I just want you to look carefully at this graph. Okay. We are all right now on an acidic overload. Okay, all refined foods, all chemicals, all pharmaceutical agents, all drugs makes our body acidic, and refined sugar in particular, okay, and all animal products make our body acidic. However, all alkaline food by nature, all nature's products are alkaline, okay, with the top of the pyramid being spirulina and reishi mushroom, and the tonics which I've talked about, they are just below them, they are all alkaline. Okay, the more alkaline we are, the more healthy we are, and the disease state cannot come in. Okay, for example, in an alkaline environment, highly oxygenated cell in an alkaline environment cannot entertain cancer. Cancer cannot come in, and most of the modern diseases, if not all, cannot come in a high oxygen alkaline environment. So what happens if we are acidic? See, I've just tried to make a graph here. We have ego, we have arrogance, criminal behavior, negativity all the time. We have an inbound racist attitude to anything. Okay, like I am superior to you in any way. We have exclusivity. Me, my family, nobody else matters. We come first. Okay, we always feel self-important, jealousy, selfishness. They are all in the acidic environment. Along with this, it is accompanied by insomnia, acne, facial acne, menstrual cramps, gastric reflux. These are all a manifestation of our acidic pH. Now, as you move on to the alkaline body, you start getting all these acidic problems start disappearing. Okay, people who are important get their sexual potency back. The gastric reflux disappears. Sugar starts stabilizing because all your hormones are working optimally. Okay, you come into an alkaline mind where the first thing that happens is you have an inclusivity. You are all inclusive. You don't belong to India. Everybody is the same. The whole world, we are all the same. And then as you go up, you get a deep sleep, you get calmness, and you have only positivity in you. There is no negativity, whatever the situation is. You feel energy of all the things around you. And then as you go further, you go into a deep alkaline state of always being earth conscious. Okay, now as you go even further, you find everybody is inclusive. You turn that to animals too. It is very easy at that point in time. Animal rights become the same as human rights, and you start to love them and care for them. And as you go up and up, you realize that Mother Earth is all we have. Okay, let us put Newton's law aside for a moment. Why Mother is always calling us back to her. That is why we have the gravitational force. In fact, if there was no gravitational force, I feel we will not age at all. Okay, but our mother wants us to come back. I will tell you something very simple thing. I am here in Lagos. My mother, who's 82 years old, is in Kerala. Every day, I'm sure she is wanting me to come back. That is a mother's love. Mother's love. That is what Mother Earth is loving us. And gravitational force, she's making us age slowly. She wants us to enjoy everything and then return back. Once you get that, you actually long to be with Earth. But for that, you need to, all these feelings have to come only when you are very highly alkaline. Okay, at that moment, you are ready to join Earth. And we will talk about death in the next question, I think. We are ready to die, not out of weakness or not out of a disease or a lack of nutrition, not being on the bed. The death is when you are ready to go back to Mother Earth, when you are satisfied having seen everything she has to offer. Now, can I have the next graph, please? I'm just going a bit further. Okay. Can I have the next slide, next graph, please? Yes, I have made a circle now. These are just my own circles, okay? At this moment in time, the peoples of the world, we are all coming here. Okay, there are a lot of people who are very predominantly acidic. We are on acidic overload. And there are a lot of people on the borderline and getting on to be alkaline. Thanks to a wellness revolution, this will slowly start improving, and they will keep on improving. And as we go further, for example, when you come here, most of the acidic symptoms will start disappearing. Problems of insomnia, mental issues, acne, menstrual cramps, gastric reflux, acidity, impotence all start disappearing. Can I have the next slide, please? Now, if we go on to this stage, you have gone more and more alkaline. Only a very small percentage of the world is acidic. At this stage, hospitals will be closed. There will not be hospitals in the world because there will not be people coming with sickness. You have prevented sickness with your alkaline nutrition. The hospitals will close down. The medicine as a business will close down. Pharmaceutical companies will close down. And the world will have a hospital-free situation. Can I have the next slide, please?
Yes. Yes.
At this point in time, I've used the word spiritual potency. Spiritual potency is a combination of all inclusivity to yourself, to all the peoples of the world, to animals around you, and all energy around you. You respect even everything Mother Earth has to offer. You respect the sand, the rock, because you feel it is part of your Mother Earth. You have to be alkaline to get this energy. Okay, and then you come to a higher stage of earth consciousness where you long to be with Mother Earth. She is calling you with the gravity, and you want to die, and you are ready to die. And that is when death should occur, not from disease. One day the world will come, I think in the near future, when everybody will be on an alkaline diet, and we reach this stage. There will be no wars, there will be no hospitals, and you can see this is the state of physical potency and the top of alkalinity. Okay, this is what we should attain for. And so, how it is not only prevention, it alleviates all problems when you have an alkaline diet, and we have alkaline superfoods which can fast forward on our journey to here. Okay, 80% of the world currently are staying somewhere here and going away, passing on. We have to go up and reach this level and attain a level which Mother Earth wants us to. I hope I am clear, Professor.
Thank you, Doctor. So fantastic. It is really very exciting information you are giving us. अभी डॉक्टर साहब ने बताया ये सभी हमारा स्वास्थ्य का जो समस्या है, प्रॉब्लम है, वो रोग बढ़ गया है समाज में। एक ही कारण है हमारा खाने पीने का सिस्टम के कारण। हमारा जो चीज हम डेली हमारा रसोई घर में बनाता है, इसमें जो हम बताता है रिफाइंड फूड्स, केमिकल्स, सभी फूड में आज केमिकल है। और शुगर जैसा रिफाइंड शुगर में बहुत खतरनाक चीज हमारा स्वास्थ्य को डाउन करने वाला नंबर 1 विलन है, वो चीनी, रिफाइंड चीनी। 50 बरस के पहले और 80 बरस के पहले जो गांव में गुड़ मिलता था, उससे इस तरह का डायबिटीज हमने नहीं देखा है। क्यों इतना बड़ा डायबिटीज का संख्या बढ़ गया है सभी देश में, पर्टिकुलरली इंडिया में? मेरे ख्याल से रिफाइंड के साथ केमिकल ड्रग्स, केमिकल न्यूट्रिशन के बिना जो चीजों को हम लेता है, एसिडिक फूड, ऑल तरह का मीट, नॉन वेज इज एसिडिक फूड है। हमने अल्कलिन शरीर होने के लिए, अल्कलिन शरीर को बढ़ाने, अल्कलिन शरीर में बढ़ाने के लिए हमने नेचुरल चीज को खाना है। सभी वेजिटेबल्स, फ्रूट्स, अनकुक्ड, मेनली अनकुक्ड जो चीज हम लिए तो ज्यादा से ज्यादा, और हाफ बॉइल्ड आहार बिना ज्यादा कुकिंग के, बिकॉज टू मच कुकिंग एसिडिक होंगे। एक ही चीज है हमारा पीएच ठीक होना, अल्कलिन एंड एसिड को कम करके अल्कलिन को बढ़ाना। हमारे शरीर का 80-20 रूल्स है, 80% अल्कलिन, 20% एसिडिक। इस तरह का बॉडी मेंटेन करे तो बहुत कुछ रोगों को हम रोक सकता है, रोगों से दूर रह सकता है। ये सभी के बारे में मेरा किताब से, अभी मेरा एक किताब आने वाला है, इसमें ये सभी चीज़ों को मैं कंपाइल करके लिखूंगा। आज क्या चलता है, इतना प्रॉब्लम क्यों है हमारे स्वास्थ्य में? स्वास्थ्य इतना बिगड़ गया है, हमारा रोगों का बढ़ना इतना ज़्यादा हो गया है। एक ही कारण है, हमने मदर अर्थ से बाहर आ गया है, मदर अर्थ के अंदर नहीं है। ये जो परिसर है उसको हमने डिस्ट्रॉय किया है। हमारा मदर अर्थ ने जो कुछ को दिया है, पीने का पानी से लेकर, हवा से लेकर, जंगल से लेकर, धरती से लेकर, उसको सभी हमने मिसयूज किया है और अब्यूज किया है। ये कारण से हमारा रोग आज के बहुत ज्यादा हो गया। हमने फूल दिमाग से सोचना है, कैसा हमने ये नेचर को प्रोटेक्ट करना, नेचर को बढ़ाना। हमने अल्कलिन लेवल शरीर को बढ़ाकर अल्कलिन लेवल को बढ़ाना, नेचर की तरह जाना। वो नेचर की तरह जाने का रास्ता है। ये मदर अर्थ को हमने प्रोटेक्ट करे को, सभी जीव राशि को नेचर में हमने अब्यूज किया है। वही एक कारण है क्यों हमारा स्वास्थ्य में इतना बड़ा प्रॉब्लम आ गया है। ये हमने सभी जीवराशि को प्रोटेक्ट करने के दिशा में गए तो, अहिंसा का दिशा में गए तो, सबको जीने का मौका है, उसको हम छोड़े तो, सभी जीवराशि को लिव एंड लेट लिव, जो प्रिंसिपल वो और जीने दो, ये प्रिंसिपल हमारा ईपन कोशी जी ने नेचर प्रोटेक्शन में, जीवराशि का प्रोटेक्शन में बातें कर। इसीलिए इसने बताता है ये स्पिरिचुअल पोटेंसी को बढ़ाना। ये जब स्पिरिचुअल पोटेंसी बढ़ेंगे, सबको भलाई के लिए हम काम करेंगे, नेचर को प्रोटेक्ट करेंगे, नेचर को हम अब्यूज नहीं करेंगे, अब डेवलप करेंगे नेचर को। उस समय एक दिन आएंगे सभी लोगों का अल्कलिन लेवल बढ़ के ऊपर गए तो रोग आना बहुत कम होंगे। शायद रोग आना बंद हो भी सकता है, बहुत कुछ रोग। उस समय में हमको कोई भी अस्पताल का भी जरूरत नहीं होंगे। ये दिन हो सकता है हमने इसके ये दिशा में गए तो। वही है रोगों को रोकना, स्वास्थ्य को बढ़ाना, लंबे जीवन को लाना मनुष्य का। यही है आज का जो हम बताता है ट्रू वेलनेस रेवोल्यूशन। ये हो गए तो सभी जीव राशि ने एक साथ जी सकता है। हम बहुत कुछ समस्या को सॉल्यूशन देख सकता। Doctor, next question to you is, what are the advice from you as a specialist to general public to stay fit at every stage of life?
At every stage of life, your priority should be your wellness. Okay, you have to oxygenate your body. You have to take care of what you eat. Okay, you have to take care of where you work. If you have a choice to work, find a place which suits your wellness. Okay, don't go. Wellness should have the priority. Wellness should be in whatever you do. And oxygenate your body, stick to an alkaline diet, take the superfoods. In fact, mushroom available as reishi mushroom, which is in itself called a herb of longevity, a herb of spiritual potency, and take all these things daily in your life. Take spirulina, which gives the core energy like nothing else on the planet. You cannot get into a diabetic situation. You cannot get into a stressful situation. You cannot get, therefore, you cannot get the blood pressure problems. You cannot get cancer into you when you have an alkaline body. Okay, so these at all stages in life. And as a parent, you must give this to your children because they have not yet learned. Okay, and I do feel that from class 1, wellness should be part of our curriculum. Okay, there is no point studying calculus and all these things at 6th and 7th standard. You should be a herbal doctor by yourself by the time you reach high school. You will know everything. That is so important. If this comes into our curriculum, our children tomorrow will lead an alkaline life. They will reach this alkalinity much earlier than us. And these are the things that I look forward to, and we should all try to implement.
डॉक्टर साहब ने बताता है हमारा स्वास्थ्य प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए एक ही चीज हम प्रैक्टिस करना है, हमारा खाने का हैबिट। कैसे हम खाते हैं वैसा शरीर हो, इसीलिए हमने ऑक्सीजन बढ़ाने का चीज को दे के अंदर ज्यादा डालना, लाइक गैनाडर्मा, ऋषि, स्पिरुलिना। अल्कलाइन फूड को ज्यादा इंक्रीज करना, अल्कलाइन फूड को ही खाना। जितना अल्कलाइन आ सकता है अंदर उतना अल्कलाइन जाना। ये सभी गए तो बहुत कुछ रोग को वो निरोध करेंगे। वही है हम जो आज बातें करता है वेलनेस। वेलनेस, नॉट इलनेस। हमने इलनेस से वेलनेस को जाने के लिए हमको इस तरह का चीज साइंटिफिकली आज प्रूव हो गया है, इंक्लूडिंग विश्व आरोग्य संघ रेकमेंड करता है वो स्पिरुलिना। ये तो अल्कलाइन फूड है, इसको बढ़ाना शरीर में, इसको बढ़ाए तो नॉट हमारे शरीर का नहीं, बच्चों को देना। फ्यूचर जनरेशन का स्वास्थ्य बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। ये बच्चों से इसको हम खिलाए तो, और वेलनेस के बारे में जानकारी ज्यादा होना बहुत जरूरी है। आज डॉक्टर साहब ने बताता है, हमने सभी सब्जेक्ट को स्कूल में, कॉलेज में पढ़ाता है, लाइक मैथ्स, सोशियोलॉजी, हिस्ट्री, केमिस्ट्री, ऑल दिस सब्जेक्ट। इसी तरह एलिमेंट्री लेवल से वेलनेस का सब्जेक्ट रखना है। कैसा हेल्दी लाइफ होना, हेल्दी लिविंग होना, हेल्दी फूड लेना, रोग को कैसा रोकना, ये बहुत जरूरी है। वेलनेस मस्ट बी द पार्ट ऑफ आवर करिकुलम, ही सेज। वी हैव टू इंक्लूड वेलनेस एज ए सब्जेक्ट फॉर every individual in schools purpose, so that future generation live healthy and live. Thank you, doctor. Next to you is, what are the advices from you as a specialist general public? This I asked already. To stay fit every stage of life, I asked. Yes. Sorry. Do you think that some of the countries' average expectancy of life can cross 100 years in future?
Definitely, 100%. Professor, let me give you the answer. When do we die? When do we die? Is it when we stop breathing? I will tell you, we die the moment we are no use to Mother Earth, to anybody around us. Okay? We die the moment we stop being productive. So, you must think of that. But there is no point living for 110 with the last 10 years being bedridden. It is when we lead a nutrition-filled life, when we lead an alkaline life, we work till the last day of our life. Okay? If somebody 150 years ago had told an Indian doctor, when the Indian expectancy is 30 years, that in 50 years, the Indian expectancy will be 60 years, he would say it's not possible. You have some psychiatric problem. We are dying at 30. Today, I'm not saying Wayne, we will reach 120 years of life expectancy in the near future because of this wellness revolution, because of the concept of alkalinity and the change in lifestyle. We have to make wellness our core. We would have been even higher than into the 70s or 80s now had we incorporated wellness into our cities and into our lifestyle. Okay, if we had made exercise as part of our work, as part of our life every day, alkaline food, alkaline superfoods, and every day we will keep on being productive for a long, long time. So the answer is yes, we would see 120. I am thinking even 200 years, possibly not in our generation, but in the generation to come. I am not joking because I told you 150 years ago, if somebody had said 60 or 70 years or even 80 years, they would feel what some people say when I say 200 now. That is all. You think of it that way. We are on 70s in many countries, 80s in many countries. And I will also say one thing now. In my book, in one small chapter, I am looking at people who are living productively after 100 years. I've reached 17 people now. I go and meet them and just look at their lifestyle and talk to them. I am fine, and with an open mind, I am finding what is their common factor. Okay, I will read that in my book. When I reach 25 patients, I can make some graphs and see what made them in this era to live about 100 years and be productive with clear memory and working even today. So these things, and they are very, very common. And I'm telling you, alkalinity is top of the chart. Alkaline living is top of the chart and moderate in everything you do. So if you want to live long, it has to be alkalinity. It has to be the super alkaline foods that we have in our disposal. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Fantastic, doctor. डॉक्टर साहब ने बताया कैसे हमने 100 बरस तक जी सकता है। क्या हमारा एवरेज एक्सपेक्टेंसी ऑफ लाइफ 100 बरस क्रॉस करेंगे? वो क्वेश्चन को वो बताया। इट इज डेफिनेटली पॉसिबल। 100 बरस के पहले, 150 बरस के पहले 30 बरस का एवरेज एक्सपेक्टेंसी ऑफ लाइफ था। 60 बरस होंगे एवरेज एक्सपेक्टेंसी ऑफ लाइफ इंडिया में बताए तो लोगों ने उसको पागल बन गया बताते। तो कुछ हो गया क्या? वो कैसे होंगे? आज हमने 150 बरस के बाद में देखे तो हमारा सरासरी एवरेज एक्सपेक्टेंसी ऑफ लाइफ 68 हो गया है। दूसरा देश में 80 बरस, 82 years, 83 years, 84. Japan is reaching 85 years expectancy of life now, nearing 85. वहाँ रिसर्च चलता है 100 बरस को एवरेज एक्सपेक्टेंसी ऑफ लाइफ को कैसा लेकर जाना। इसीलिए अभी हम 60 बरस 60s में हो तो एक्सपेक्टेंसी ऑफ लाइफ 120 बरस, 100 बरस के बाद में और 150 बरस के बाद में डबल होंगे एक्सपेक्टेंसी ऑफ लाइफ। अभी बताए तो लोगों ने हंसेंगे, बट ये तो पॉसिबल है। 120 नहीं, 150 नहीं, 200 भी हो सकता है। हमको मालूम नहीं फ्यूचर में क्या होंगे, क्योंकि ये लाइफस्टाइल डिसीज को कंट्रोल करे तो, हटाए तो हमारा अल्कलिन लेवल को बढ़ाए तो फ्यूचर जनरेशन में वो 100 बरस, 120 बरस और उसके ऊपर भी जी सकता है। अभी मैंने एक रिसर्च करता हूं। ये रिसर्च में ऑलरेडी 17 लोगों को मेरे साथ डिटेल है, डाटा है। लगभग 25 100 बरस के ऊपर जो जिंदा है, इस तरह का लोगों को चुनकर ये 100 बरस के ऊपर जो जिंदा है वो हेल्दीली काम करके डेली वो काम करता है, इसके साथ स्ट्रेंथ है, फिजिकल एनर्जी है, मेंटल अलर्टनेस है, वो टोटली फिट है। 50 बरस के लोग, 60 बरस के लोग और 30-40 बरस के लोग जो करता है वो सभी एक्टिविटी वो करता है, टोटली फिट है। इस तरह का लोगों को मैंने चुनकर उसका फूड हैबिट वो क्या लिया है 100 बरस से, क्या क्या उसका एक्टिविटी है, उसका सोच क्या है, क्या डेली वो एक्सरसाइज करता है, ये सभी को इसका लाइफ स्टाइल को मैं अभी रिसर्च करना शुरू किया हूँ। इसको ये मेरा किताब आऊँगा वो तो सॉलिड प्रूफ होंगे, किस तरह का आहार लिए तो, किस तरह का लाइफस्टाइल हम अडॉप्ट करें तो 100 बरस के ऊपर जी का सबूत। Doctor, there are some additional public, for the public interest, I would like to ask you again, for witnessing all over the globe who are there, what is your view on alcohol and immunity?
Alcohol and immunity.
Immunity.
See,
Yes.
Professor, I have deliberately not given alcohol in the diagram of immunity nutrition, and however, I shall not give a direct answer to this, but I will tell you something. Okay, how does the immunity is maximum when all our cells are in communication with each other? Okay, all our cells of the body, cells of the eye, of the mouth, of the red blood cells, white blood cells, all our cells are in complete communication. If we are not communicating with each other, we will be like a family sitting on a kitchen table but not talking to each other. It is trouble. That family will break down in a matter of time. So I'm giving you the picture. So I shall go a bit more detail now. Okay, because we are on the topic of the reishi mushroom. Okay, reishi mushroom has a chemical called organic germanium. With organic germanium, this allows the mushroom to communicate with other mushrooms, not only in the forest, all around the world, and with other trees in the forest. Okay, how does the reishi mushroom therefore finds the decaying trees? They're calling for it. It goes there and regenerates the tree, and the tree lives for another 1,000 years. That is how our forefathers 5,000 years knew that the reishi mushroom has some extraordinary capacity, this rare mushroom. Now, this organic germanium maintains the electrical impulses and electrical way of communication and restores the communication in themselves, and thus it controls the ecosystem of the forest. We need the same system in our body so that the communication between all the cells are restored. Now, what happens when we take alcohol? Okay, after the 30-60 mils of whiskey, we become inebriant. Why? The brain starts, a little communication loss occurs, and that is why inebriancy occurs. Okay, it is anybody. If you want to walk straight, you will think you're walking straight, but you really are not. Okay, a non-drunk man will say you are not. The drunken man will not agree. Now, I'm just putting it in a natural way. See, what do they say? It increases the desire but takes away the performance. That is told from a sexual angle, but in everything, it takes away what you want to do. This happens not only in the brain, in every cell. Even the white blood cell, if the virus comes in, he will not know what to do. It is every cell is intercommunicating. Everybody goes inebriant. I am sorry to say, alcohol will not help in the acute immune boosting. From an immune point of view, in small doses, it may have good effects, and there are so many books you can read, yes. But from an immune point of view, we lose the communication. You don't want to do that. Actually, we are all time bound here, Professor. In this vast, timeless situation, we live for 60, 100, maybe with Rishi mushroom for 150 years maximal. We are time bound. You don't want to waste even 10 minutes of your life being inebriant and being. There are so many things to do. So overall, the answer is alcohol does not contribute to immune health. It may be a retardant. Yes.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर। डॉक्टर साहब का और एक प्रश्न पूछा, दारू पीने से इम्यूनिटी बढ़ेंगे और इम्यूनिटी डाउन होंगे घटेंगे। डॉक्टर साहब ने बताया दारू पीने वाला को उसका शरीर के ऊपर क्यों कंट्रोल नहीं होता है। वो जब भी वो परफेक्टली वॉक भी नहीं कर सके, वो सोचता है वो स्ट्रेट वॉक करता है बट वो स्ट्रेट नहीं होता है, क्योंकि उसका सेल्स बॉडी के अंदर ये सेल का कोऑर्डिनेशन कट जाता है। इंफॉर्मेशन टू द ब्रेन। अभी सभी सेल तड़पते हैं, कुछ सेल मरने को शुरू होता है ये इसके कारण से। इससे वाइट ब्लड सेल और रेड ब्लड सेल कुछ भी हो, ये सभी और सो मेनी डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ शरीर के अंदर जो केमिस्ट्री चलता है, तालमेल है इसमें, वो कट होता है, कम्युनिकेशन डिसलिंक होता है। इसीलिए बहुत कुछ वो हार्म करता है हमारे शरीर को, इससे कोई फायदा नहीं है। वो इन इम्यूनिटी को घटाएंगे, इम्यूनिटी को रिड्यूस करता है। अब आवर बॉडी का जो इकोसिस्टम है, कैसे नेचर का इकोसिस्टम है, वो कैसे वो कोऑर्डिनेट होना, धरती, पानी, हवा सभी, इसी तरह बॉडी के अंदर भी इकोसिस्टम है। वो इकोसिस्टम इम्बैलेंस हो गई तो हमारा शरीर को बहुत तरह का रोग आ सकता है। इसको सभी को ठीक करने के लिए हमारे हाथ में भगवान का दया से, भगवान का जो जड़ी बूटिया हमको आज हमारे हाथ में मिला है, ऋषि और गैनाडर्मा लूसिडम, वो ऑर्गेनिक जर्मेनियम जो चीज है इसमें, वो शरीर का तालमेल को इंटरनल इकोसिस्टम, इंटरनल ऑर्गन इकोसिस्टम को ठीक रखेंगे, डॉक्टर साहब ने बताया। Next one question, doctor. You talked about living healthy beyond 100. Till what age, out of curiosity, this is people are asking, till what age sex is possible?
Oh, okay. Professor, I think my children are watching, but still I will answer. See, in my graph, I said, as the core energy goes up and as we are alkaline, okay, there is nothing called sexual impotency, okay, but you are able to, let me put it this way, okay, our body is so wonderfully made, okay, an 80-year-old man can have sex and have a normal baby. Okay, of course, a woman needs power for pregnancy and other things, so she stops her function at 45 or 50 years. But an 80-year-old man, can you imagine how amazingly our body is made? He can have a normal baby from his sexual fluid at 80 years. Okay, so the answer to a question, I feel we can, the day we die, a death which I said, not a decaying death, a death when you are ready, dying happens when you are ready to die. You can have a run in the morning, you can even have sex in the morning and die in the evening. That is my answer.
Great, fantastic. अभी डॉक्टर साहब ने बताया और एक क्वेश्चन पूछा, 100 बरस तक हम जी सकता है, जिएंगे, हमारा सभी नेचुरल कैनाडर्मा, स्पिरुलिना, मोरिंजी, कार्डिसेप्स, लायंस मेन, इस तरह का सभी चीजों जो डिएक्शन में है, हमारा शरीर को ताकत देंगे, अल्कलिन लेवल को बढ़ाएंगे, 100 बरस जिएंगे। 100 बरस जीने के समय कितना बरस तक हम सेक्सुअली एक्टिव हो सकता है, वो डॉक्टर साहब ने बताया। अल्कलिन बॉडी है तो आपका सेक्सुअल पोटेंशियल कम नहीं होंगे। इवन 80 बरस में स्पर्म हेल्दी बॉडी, alkaline body can produce sperm and can have reproduction. Of course, ये रिप्रोडक्शन विमेन का एज जनरली 50s में स्टॉप होता है उसको। अभी कोई 80 बरस में जो शादी नहीं हुआ वो 80 बरस में शादी करे तो भी इसका बच्चा हो सकता है। दैट इज व्हाट ही सेज। दैट मीन्स इट कैन बी, आवर बॉडी इज एवरीथिंग, एंड बॉडी को हम लास्ट दिन तक हेल्दी मेंटेन करें तो 100 बरस के बाद में भी, 100 बरस के ऊपर भी हमारा सभी ऑर्गन एक्टिवली हेल्दीली फंक्शन कर सकता है। बताएं। थैंक यू डॉक्टर। अनदर क्यूरियस थिंग विच आई वांट टू आस्क यू, लास्ट टाइम आल्सो in our interview I saw about ginger, lemon and turmeric impact on making the body alkaline and increasing the immunity level and getting lot of health benefits. Not only that, as you know, there are so many natural products in India. Particularly, all Indian spices are scientifically today proved that it is pro health. Even our coconut oil, highly beneficial Canoderma for human health. Similarly, our pepper, you have only 3 natural, our daily usable spices I have mentioned. There are so many for good human health. Can you throw a light on that? Can they be useful during present situation? Can it be, or any other situation, health issue, can they be useful?
If I have not been able to convey from this interview that the answer is an immediate immune boosting from the tonics or from spirulina or reishi mushroom, then I have failed in my talk today. The answer is a resounding yes. The power of these simple things from nature are not aware. The people are overseeing them. It is unimaginable. Okay, I can give you my own personal example how a fever can be aborted just taking the combination of turmeric, ginger, garlic, and a piece of fresh lemon. The immediate boost. We all know, just like a hypoglycemia goes away with a spoon of sugar, the same thing this does to the immune system. That concept, we have to have an open mind, and it is the answer, and it is life-saving. Today, I know if I go to another country and I say I have the answer to the VIP there, I have got in my pocket, I want to go and give. What is it? It is some ginger, garlic, and turmeric powder. I may even be sent to a psychiatrist. I may even be locked up in jail. That is the current situation. You understand? But the answer is there. I would suggest, if you don't believe in it, there is no harm in taking it. You take this and then go to the hospital. And in the hospital, there is nothing there to treat you. But you will given some IV fluids, maybe a painkiller, and asked to go home. After 4 hours, you will be well. Give the hospital the credit, no problem. But the credit is actually from these juices that you've taken. It is the answer. Everybody who feels, just take this. Now, we have, in the DXN world, we have spirulina and reishi mushroom. What I say is every day, take at least 10 spirulina, 10 RG, 10 GL, during this lockdown period. Okay, your immunity will be so high up. There is no toxicity. If a fever comes, you give any amount you want. I have given it to my own kith and kin, which I'm not going to share with you. And I have saved their lives. I've saved their lives with just boosting with any dose of spirulina RGGL. There is only one contraindication. If you can't afford, you cannot. At least borrow and take. It is your strength of your purse. But if they are not costly at all, people go and spend 10,000 rupees in for 10 hours for 4 hours in the A&E, in the casualty. But our way, don't know, just 500 rupees here can save their lives. It is the answer. The immune boost is immediate and ultimate. The alkalinity that you acquire is immediate too, and just keep taking. Yes, the answer is these are the answers for current times. Okay, there is no point going after antibiotics. They don't exist. Okay, everything that modern medicine is doing right now for the virus is a defeatist attitude. We have to be positive. We have to improve our immune system. The body will take care. It is taking care.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर के साथ हमने बहुत जड़ी बूटी के दूसरा नेचुरली हमने डेली हमारा रसोई घर में जो यूज़ करता है अदरक और लेमन एंड हल्दी, इस तरह का चीज़ से कैसे हमारे शरीर को फ़ायदा मिलता है, इम्यूनिटी बूस्ट हो सकता है, में अल्कलिन बॉडी को बढ़ाने में मदद कर सकता है। पूछा इसको डॉक्टर जी ने बताया नंबर 1 अल्कलिन है हमारा कार्य के चीज में, वो गैनोडर्मा स्पिरुलिना है। ये सभी के ऊपर ये है, लोग उसको यूज करें तो इससे मैक्सिमम फायदा होता है। ये सभी चीज में भी है, इसमें भी हमको बहुत कुछ हेल्थ बेनिफिट्स में मिलता है, वो प्रूवन है। लोगों ने इसके ऊपर बिलीव करना, विश्वास रखना, उसको यूज़ करें तो इससे बहुत कुछ हमारा स्वास्थ्य को बढ़ाने में हमको फ़ायदा मिलेंगे। बताएं डॉक्टर, आई वांट टू आस्क वन मोर पर्सनल क्वेश्चन टू यू. And you being a Syrian Catholic Christian, I know you have become a vegan. What motivated you when you became vegan? And what is your advice to the people to go vegan? Because today all over the world, all the countries, there is a movement, there is a group also who are going vegan. Is not only vegetarian, not using any animal extract for consumption. And just your final opinion.
If you ask me, it was not a single day. It was maybe 20-25 years ago. I started moving towards a Hindu way of life, a Hindu way of life as far as nutrition goes, Hindu way of life, Hindu way of thinking. I can share that with you, of course. And then as my alkalinity and my things improved, finally I was open enough. It is that background that helped me open to BXN. But at this point, to your personal question, I will, because I think as an Indian, I will bring in Mahatma Gandhiji into the picture. Okay, I have just to give you Mahatma Gandhiji, in his book My Experiments with Truth, in the third last paragraph, he says, animals, we have been given more intelligence than all animals, not to kill them or eat them, but to look after them, shelter them, love them. My dear professor, the day I leave Earth and I will see the spirit of Mahatma Ji also, I just want to go and sit next to him. And I said, thank you for that book. That is one of the reasons I started going veganism. I feel I have not read the book. I don't have the book in hand. It was 20-25 years ago. But almost every chapter, if you ask me, I can sort of say what he was saying. It is unbelievable. So that was one thing in my background. And then There was a book I read from an ultra marathon runner. Eat and Live is his book, and he was a vegan because he had an autoimmune problem. When he turned vegan, he suddenly realized his disease was going away. His mother used to put bacon and sausage on the table and fried egg. He would put it in the waste basket and say, I have eaten it, because he knew he was getting better. So all these books, Mahatma Gandhi's teaching, all these turned me, and I found myself a better person when I was becoming vegan. And then I started loving animals. How can you kill an animal? It is not possible. The whole world should go vegan and we will live in a better place, health-wise, mental state-wise, and every way. It will be an upgrade in our lives. That is what I can share with you. And I thank you for the question.
How did you attract for yoga? I know that you are a yogic. You are a very pious person. You are practically a rishi. You are a sannyasi. No, more than your way of life. If you are going to take it, everybody must follow your way of life. And what attracted you to be even practice yoga and meditation?
Thank you very much. Thank you. In my personal life, right from high school, I was doing yoga by just looking at books. I was doing yoga. Okay, but nobody taught me until I entered my medical schooling in CMC Vellore. One of my classmates was the state first rank holder from Punjab. Okay, but he was from MS Dhoni's town. He was from MS Dhoni's town, but he was from Dhanbad. Okay, he was a state rank holder in 10th and 12th. He was a yogi. Every day at 4 a.m. he will do 10 asanas. Okay, 10 asanas. So I used to join with him and learn the 10 asanas. So those 10 asanas I kept doing all my medical school days. In fact, I will do 10 asanas and then I'll go for my run every day. And I have lost contact with Mr. Manchanda, who's my classmate. He's now in America. He's a research scientist there. But that is how I came into yoga, and now I do yoga every day. Even this morning, I did about 15 asanas, and I did the Surya Namaskar about 3 or 4 times. After that, in the lockdown period, it was raining in Lagos in the morning. 5 to 6, I ran this morning. I ran, and then I come back and I do 2 or 3 asanas more. Everybody should do this. Everybody should have this in their lives. I cannot see, when we have this, why you live a life without incorporating these, and live life to the full when you do all these.
Thank you. Great doctor. डॉक्टर जी ने बताया योगा एंड मेडिटेशन कब से शुरू किया. डॉक्टर जी ने बताया वो मेडिकल कॉलेज में उसका एक क्लासमेट था पंजाब से, वो अभी अमेरिका में बहुत बड़ा साइंटिस्ट है. वो मेडिकल पढ़ने के समय तमिलनाडु वेल्लूर में वो डेली 4 बजे को उठकर, उसका रूममेट था, 4 बजे को उठकर वो 10 आसन करता था. वहाँ से वो शुरू किया. इसके बाद में मैंने मेरा लाइफ में वो प्रैक्टिस रखा अभी तक. इससे बहुत कुछ फायदा मुझे मिला. इसीलिए योगा मेडिटेशन को लाइफ स्टाइल में डेली में आज भी मैंने 3 आसन किया है. बाद में 5 किलोमीटर, बिकॉज यहाँ लागोस में आज बरसात था, इसीलिए बरसात के बाद में मैंने 5 किलोमीटर रन किया. ने बताया इसके बहुत बड़ा फायदा है, उसको भी मैंने. तो टोटली डॉक्टर, you are not just a doctor, you are beyond, as you have written, beyond modern medicine. You are really a beyond modern medicine practice. We are very excited to have you, my team, and I am very proud of you, very proud. I am sure that you will support around the globe for wellness revolution through DXN, and you will build a big network teaching and training the people how to live healthy and happy. Along with the health revolution, wellness revolution, teaching people how to be wealthy also. Health, wealth, happiness and freedom. ये हमारा slogan है. Hence, we want to make this world, see this world to be healthy. We also want to make this world to be wealthy. My more concern is to eradicate poverty, and you will contribute for that also. And I know that you are invaluable asset to DXN, and you are most valuable to RVC, and I am sure that you will be taking this message of health, wealth, happiness, freedom of RVC around the globe. Thank you very much, Doctor, for your valuable time. I wish that you will be traveling like me around the globe by preaching health and wealth, happiness and freedom. God bless you on this day of your birthday again, once again. God bless you to live 150 years. I wish, because such pious life, such great life like you is invaluable to this world. Thank you for your noble ideas, noble thinking and noble thoughts which you have practiced in your life and given to us as a treasure for Wellness Revolution. Wish you all the best. See you soon as a Crown Diamond, and I bless you to be a Crown Ambassador at the earliest. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you.